Hey, what's up? It's Matt here with Flight Sim Guides. What's going on? In this video, we're going to be looking at USB powered USB hubs and how you can use those with your home flight simulator and why you would want one. So we're going to start this by looking at an Asus Z690 gaming motherboard. Okay, so and you're going to want probably most likely you're going to be looking at an ATX motherboard. So the reason that I pulled this one up was specifically to show you this is a pretty decent one. This is more advanced, more techy than the one that I have. But when you build a flight sim PC or a gaming PC, you're going to use a motherboard kind of like this one, right? So let's look at what's on the back of this. So once you have this installed, or if you buy something like this from the store or Amazon, and you have a computer, a gaming PC with something like this, you're going to see that you have, some pretty good connections. We're not going to go through all these. That's not why we're here. But what I wanted to point out was that you have usable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 USB ports there, plus 2 USB-C type ports. And the USB-C type ports are good to have. And then it looks like on the others, I don't know which side of this we're even looking at here. It looks like it might be on the inside or sticking out a different part of the PC there. But it looks like you've got one more, potentially one more USB 3.2 and one more Type-C port there. And another 2 USB 3.2. So basically you got 6, 7, 8, 9 USB ports plus the 2 USB-C ports. That might be enough. But what I've noticed is, at least in my builds, when I've been putting these together, you're probably going to need more USB than you think. At least I did. So let's look at, and I'll leave you a link for this if this is something that you want. This is a really nice one. Chances are, remember, you got keyboard, you got your mouse. If you have a VR headset that you're going to want to plug in, you're going to need a port for that. The speakers, you got speakers that you might have around the sides. That's 3 or 4 USB ports right there. We haven't even gotten to the stuff that's on your actual system. All of your real sim gear avionics, they're all going to need a USB input. The touchscreen monitor, that's a USB-C. So I would save one of your onboard USB-Cs for that and make sure that you have that available. So all of that, all the flight controls, that's 3 things right there. Probably your pedals, the yoke, and the TPM, push-pull for the throttle and the mixture. You've got all these different things that you're probably not even thinking about yet. If you have a knobster, that's going to take at least one USB port there. What I would do is grab yourself, I would say at least one of something like this. It's going to give you an extra 7 USB ports there. It's got 3 down here at the bottom, but these are used mostly for like charging a phone or something. You can put this somewhere where you can plug all your stuff in quickly and easily. And if it breaks, these things aren't made like they used to be, like they used to make USB ports. They will break probably at some point or stop working, or the power port will get loose. So make sure that it's available and easy to swap out in the event that you need to. Everything else is going to go into one of these. Anchor's got a decent name. You can see just by looking at this here, that 4.5, that's pretty decent out of 5,842 ratings. And apparently they've got a checkmark system that says, customers usually keep this item. How awesome is that? So yeah, basically this is just me coming to you today to say, grab yourself a powered USB hub, something like this, so that you can plug more stuff in as you need it. So if you have a whole bunch of stuff coming in, I've got the 530, the 430, there's 4 USB plugs. I got the monitor, there's a USB. I've got the flight controls, there's another 3. Mouse, keyboard, speakers, there's another 3. And then I've got probably 3 or 4 or 5 other weird random things over there. I've got the trim wheel. There's another one. Just everything everything that's in your panel. I've got the flap switch. That's another USB, right? Everything is USB over there. So you're going to want that extra space. So always plan for more than what you think you're going to need. So that way you have that available to you. Okay. If you don't like this one, go find a different one. I actually have one that's pretty robust, and it's like a heavy metal, like just really nice, with a nice toggle switch in the back of it that does 20. I couldn't even find it. I don't know that like they kind of come and go. Some of this stuff You know, they're probably made by a Chinese company that makes some stuff and then they stop or whatever. They change names because, you know, something happened. I haven't had any issues with mine, but you don't want to get caught with your pants down. So get something that, you know, with a brand, a decent name, and it has decent reviews. So I'll leave you the link for this one, but go find what you think is going to meet your standards. They're going to be a little bit pricey. This one's actually not too bad. They used to be 60, 70 bucks, so you can get these. Maybe grab a couple of these for what you're going to put into this. I've got a 20 USB port, but everything's built into one unit. So I basically, and it's screwed to the bottom of the desk back here, because I thought, hey, this will be really good for, you know, keeping wires out of the way underneath the desk. It's possible that I just created one big single point of failure, but if I lost that, I lose everything, which is why I'm telling you today, grab 2 of these. That way you don't have a single point of failure, and make sure that they're easily accessible and available to swap out in the event that you need to. And remember, only 7 of these are usable, so you're probably going to want those 2 and have it available so you can plug your phones in or something, you know, or a USB, some other USB device that you want to charge. We all have like 2 phones and an iPad and a tablet and probably something else random that needs to be plugged in nowadays. So grab yourself one of these and just make sure that you're ready for getting all your stuff plugged into your flight sim. You will thank yourself later. That's all I got for today. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll leave any relevant links in the description. All right, talk to you guys soon, and in another video. Good luck with your flight sim builds. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, if you haven't already done so, head over to EliteSimBuild.com, grab a copy of our home flight simulator resource guide. Do that thing where you click the button, give us your email address, and we will send you a copy of our simulator guides, where you can get the resource list, the avionics reviews, a panel blueprint, so that way you guys can send that off to your panel guy, get all the parts and pieces that you need. You'll know exactly what software to pick up, so you can get your Cessna 172 flight simulator built today.